Hello. In this video, I'm gonna rank the inhabitants of Slaughter Rock, which is my island. And you can see here in this unnamed tier that has a bunch of villagers in it, that's all my villagers. And place your bets now, because I love the vast majority of them. I'll start out by saying that, except for one. So guess who that is? Okay. Let's get started. Start out here with Rowan. I really like Rowan. He's definitely an A tier. Because I love his house mainly. Because Rowan is a tiger, obviously. And his house is filled with a tiger screen, tiger wall, paper tiger. It's really funny. Like, imagine if we had, like, toy people in our house. Oh, wait, we do have toy people in our house. People are weird. Okay. And I also gave him a muscle shirt because he was having a conversation with Anchovy, which is actually the next person we're going to go to. And he was saying, and Anchovy was like, can I see your muscles? And then Rowan actually admitted they didn't have muscles. So I gave him the muscle shirt to make that all good. Okay, so now let's get to Anchovy, like I was saying. Anchovy, 10 out of 10 S rank. I love Anchovy so much. I had him in New Leaf, and I actually got the amiibo card just so he could come live in my town in New Horizons. I love him so much. Okay. So here's Butch. Butch is a new person I got in New Horizons. I have to say, he's better than Anchovy. Even if just by a little. I love his personality, and he's nice all the time. Like, I know he's a cranky villager, so that kind of sounds off. Everyone always says cranky villagers are mean when you first meet them, but they really aren't. They're kind of more distant, but they're always, like, kind. Okay, so here we have Tammy, the peppy villager. I like the type of villagers that, they're like for instance here, Tammy, she's a monkey, but she looks like a lemur, so she's actually a lemur. And I like those villagers where they're something besides their species. And I like the peppy personality especially, and she's the only peppy living on this island, so it's cool. Simon here, he's the second monkey living on our island. He is really cool. But I don't think he really stacks up to the other people living on the island, you know? So I think he gets to be in B tier. Rory was my starter when you start the game. He was my starting jock. And I really like him. If you watch my favorite villagers of each species video, you know that I like him because of his facial hair and a lot of different stuff about him. Because I like how his facial hair blends into the mane, so it doesn't look off like so many of the other animals that have facial hair. So here we have Annalise. Annalise is actually the only villager I have a picture of right now. And I like her. I give her all horse-related stuff, so her greeting is hey. Her catchphrase is nay. And it all goes great together. So I think she's above Simon a little. So Phoebe actually wasn't my starting sisterly villager. It was Rocket, and I hate Rocket, so I kicked her out, and now I have Phoebe, and I like Phoebe a lot. I think so she gets an A tier. I like her volcano house, and I always give her like buckets of water because it's funny that she has a bucket of water in her volcano. Now Chops here. I really like Chops. I had a video I made recently called an in-depth analysis of Chops, why Chops isn't that bad. And I really like Chops. I think, yeah, he's definitely up here. And then we have this evil thing. She calls herself Marina, but I call her Pure Evil. And she's the most disgusting villager living in my town. She's mean to everyone. When she was talking to Simon, Simon was like, hey, can you recommend any good books? She was like, wow, you read? Like, it's so condescending. She made Butch cry because she said that he doesn't know how to talk to young people. Butch is obviously very sensitive about his age. Like, that's such a mean thing to do. So she goes in C tier. You know what? No, C tier isn't bad enough for her. What are we going to call this? Evil. There, she goes in evil tier, exactly where she belongs. Okay, thanks for watching. Goodbye.